Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Rio Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Rio Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, riosportslive.com. It's all the sporting action you can ever want, and it's right here on Rio Sports. Snap. Rolls right-hand side, got a man wide open. It's caught. 15. How about this? 10-5 on fourth down. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Brilliant call.
We are Mackay. We are Mackay.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen. Valley TV's public broadcast platform is TV that works for you. Every hour, thousands see your message Valley-wide. Our viewers enjoy entertaining and educational content along with upcoming events 24 hours a day. Your favorite places are what makes Valley TV possible. These networks come together in a big way, creating the Valley's largest public network that reaches the audience you're looking for. Denny's is one of America's favorite restaurants, serving thousands in your target market 24 hours a day. Popular host locations include grocery stores, high-end showrooms, retail chains. With new locations joining the Valley TV family, your audience continues to grow. Bingo halls, coffee houses, bowling alleys, barber shops, all the places you want to be, you'll find Valley TV. From South Padre Island to Brownsville to McAllen and beyond, Valley TV and Rio Sports Live has you covered. Together, Rio Sports Live and Valley TV reach millions of viewers in-home and on the go. Supporting nonprofits and worthy causes are critically important to families here in the Valley. We'll continue to help support these efforts through extended coverage and awareness campaigns. Together, we can make a difference. Business owners, get your message out, whether it's on the platforms of Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combined. That means you get exposure 24 hours a day throughout the year and during live broadcasts at an affordable price just for you. You can't do better than this. We've got great numbers. They're growing every day across the Rio Grande Valley, into Corpus Christi, into Laredo, into South San Antonio. Your business, not as a sponsor, but as an advertiser getting direct results. Again, it's Rio Sports Live and Valley TV, a great team bringing you great coverage.
Back and we are ready to talk about football because tonight is going to be a great night of football.
Yes, it's an exciting night for the PSJA Bears because if they win tonight, they will clinch the district title.
And that is because the Bears are 5-0 in district, but yesterday the PSJA North Raiders lost to McAllen Memorial, meaning that we have three teams with a record of 2 defeats. That means that if the Bears win one more game, whether it's tonight or whether it's next week versus Juarez Lincoln, they are going to be the district championships, the 36A, for the first time since 2005. And let's go take it upstairs. Javi Martinez and Robert Elizondo are ready for all the action of the first half, and eventually we're going to be right back over here at the DHR field with more information. Guys, take it away.
Good evening and welcome to PSJ ISD football. We are at PSJA Stadium where the hard-working crew at KTRI will bring in tonight's District 36A matchup between your mighty PSJ High Bears and the visiting Mission Eagles. It's Texas high school football, and there's no better place to be than here at beautiful DHR Health Field. I'm Javi Martinez, and with me is the rock and roller, Robert Elizondo. Also joining us is our stat man, Damian Viescas. The outright district championship is on the line for our PSJ High Bears. Robert, this is going to be a barn burner of a game. What do you think?
Hey, stakes could not be higher tonight, Javi. It is week 10 of 36A football here. We got two historical, traditional teams battling it out with PSJA Mighty Bears versus the high-flying Mission Eagles.
Right.
And both teams come with a record of 6-2. 6-2. The only difference here, Javi, is the Bears district record, a beautiful 5-0. The Eagles 3-2.
And here we hear the roar of the crowd as your mighty PSJ High Bears take the field. It's going to be an intense football game, and you're absolutely right, Robert. You know, that's been the difference. The upstart Eagles, if you want to say, you know, they've shocked some people. They've lost 2 in district. The Bears have been what people thought they were going to be, a very solid football team. They've knocked off a couple of teams, maybe in the likes of PSJ North, McAllen Memorial, that maybe they shouldn't have. They did. They're sitting pretty. They've already won a share of the district title. They'd like to win it outright. And more importantly, I think that Coach Lupe Rodriguez and his entire staff, along with the football team and the community, they want to go undefeated in district.
You're absolutely right. I mean, you go into the playoffs undefeated. You got something to prove. And again, you mentioned PSJ North. Well, they got a little help yesterday with our sister school losing to McAllen Memorial 42-21 there last night. And so, again, you know, the Bears looking to win that district championship outright and stay undefeated, going to 6-0, but they'll have a tough battle tonight facing the third-ranked defense of the Mission Eagles.
Yes, they're a stingy defense. They allow only 18 points a game, only 318 yards total offense is what they give up. The Bears, on the other hand, though, they have the #1 offense. They scored 37 points a game, so something's got to give tonight. It's going to be a great night for football, beautiful evening in the 70s here in deep South Texas. It doesn't get any better than being here at DHR Hill Field. The Bears are going to get the opening kickoff in their intimidating all-maroon uniforms, and the visitors, the Eagles, will be in their all-white uniforms.
And so just on a note here, it is homecoming night for the PSJA Mighty Bears.
And the kickoff will be brought back at about the 1-yard line, quickly to the 20, met at the 22, and that's where the ball carrier, the return man, Marco Guajardo, will be brought down. So Trey Guajardo and the very high potent offense, proficient offense of the PSJ High Bears will start their opening possession at their own 23-yard line.
And here we see the replay. Marco picks it up there at the 1-yard line, takes it up, runs it up to right-hand side, makes a little cut to the left, shoots up. Again, gets greeted by a host of Eagles there that bring him down right away after contact. And so again, you know, these Bears with an average of 449 yards per game are exactly what we thought they were going to be in the year. You know, very potent, very active, and they can score from anywhere on the football field.
It's a juggernaut football offensive machine, and on first down, Guajardo is going to toss it. It's going to be a reception by Morales, short pickup, and that's usually the way we see the Bears start off a game. Just a confident throw that Rodriguez sets up for Guajardo, and again, they find success on it.
And yeah, just a quick wide receiver hitch, stops, turns around, gets the ball, and we've seen that time and time again, Javi. They lull the defenses in, and then right when you least expect it, they'll hit you over the top. And so again, just a quick 3-yard gain as you would as a handoff, and you're getting positive yards on those plays.
And of course, we have Trey Guajardo at quarterback. He enters the game with 2,440 yards, 26 touchdown passes, only 3 interceptions at 500 yards rushing, and he is a dynamic player. He's under pressure, though. He's got a lot of running room. He escapes 2 defenders. Another one, he falls forward to about the 33. They're going to say the 34. So Guajardo needed 7. Trey Guajardo picks up 8 on that scamper, and that'll be a Bear first down.
And here we see the replay. The Eagles do a great job covering the receivers. Nobody's open. Trey does a good job scrambling through the pocket. Finally puts the ball in, tucks it in, runs up. And that's exactly what makes him so special. He's able to elude those tacklers and just make some magic happen on the field and get those positive yards that keep the chains moving for the PSJA Bears.
And that is what they call Trey Guajardo the magic man, because he's got a golden arm and great feet. And on first down, Guajardo keeps it. He's going to pass the 35-yard line. They're going to give him the 37. Again, about a 3 to 4 yard pickup. Another positive gain for the Bears.
Yeah, he took a huge hit on that one, though. That's not what you want your quarterback doing so early in the ball game. This defense knows that as Trey goes, so do the Bears. So I guarantee you they're going to try to get as many hits and quality hits on the quarterback as they can. And they had an opportunity there, and they took good advantage of that. And again, the Bears with another 3-4 yard gain on first down.
Guajardo slings it out again, a quick toss. It is to Morales, and Morales is going to cross the 40, maybe the 41-yard line, about 2 yards short of a first down. So another 45-yard pickup on a short pass by Guajardo.
And this is the same play that we saw on the first play of the series here, just to the opposite side. And Morales, trying to get as many yards as possible, gets them in a very manageable 3rd and 2 here. Ball sitting on the 41-yard line of the PSJ Bears with 9:37 here in the first quarter, Javi.
This will be the 5th play of this drive, the opening drive for the Bears. It's going to be a keeper straight up the middle. Nothing fancy about that, just powerhouse football. The offensive line wins the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark them down just inside there. Actually, they're going to give them the 45-yard line, so that'll be another Bear first down.
And so the Eagles here substituting 3 players, trying to keep the fresh legs there. They know exactly what they need to do on the defensive side of the ball, because again, this Bear offense, if it gets rolling and get on those methodical drives, they'll wear a defense out, having them go east and west, trying to tackle those shifty ball carriers.
Man in motion. Guajardo falls as the snap was a bit low, and that'll be marked down as a tackle for a loss. And that's a big hiccup right there. The Bears were marching. They were trotting down the field, but all of a sudden a bad snap, and the Bears are going to be forced into a 2nd and 17.
2nd and 17 here. So again, the defense just ready to go here.
4 down linemen, they put pressure on him from the backside. Guajardo eludes it, flings it out. He's got a man wide open. A lot of running room. That is Gerald Vasquez, the running back, and he's still off to the races. He's got one man to beat, cuts it inside at the 10, the 5, and he leaps into the end zone. What a tremendous run. Guajardo should have been sacked, finds an open man. That is the receiver, J.R. Vasquez. Big time touchdown.
62-yard touchdown pass from Guajardo to Vasquez. His outlet. He's checking down, looking up, and again, no receiver open. Moves out to the right-hand side, cuts back to his left, and sees a wide open Vasquez there. Shifts it right there. Vasquez does the rest, opening up there, leading that defensive side before he cuts it off inside, then uses his speed to get past those Eagles defenders, cuts it back in, and gets into the end zone for the first points of the Bears. 6-0, extra point is up.
It's good. It is PSJ High 7 with 8:23 remaining in the first quarter. The Bears take the opening kickoff.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Tumbles in for the end zone, and just enough stamina to get it in there. Big time play for the high potent offense. It is now 7-0.
And all of that's possible, Javi, because again, the Eagle defenders have to respect the legs of Guajardo. So those linebackers move up, and as soon as he breaks the pocket, they go off into the left-hand side, and that's an easy outlet pass for Vasquez. And as always, Javi, we have some reporting all over the field here. We got our great reporter, Pedro Leja, down there giving us an update. Tell us what's going on, Pedro.
Hey guys, thank you. And just like that, the Bears are on the board. They are now 7-0, and that's the 27 touchdown pass by Trey Guajardo. Now let's take it back up to you. Thank you, Javi.
Thank you, Edgar, and I apologize that that's our field reporter from PSJ High, Edgar Hernandez, doing a wonderful job. An onside kick here, Javi.
And well, who has the ball? Both teams are saying they have it. Somebody's got to have it. And they're going to see the offensive team, the receiving team, actually grabbed it. So trying to trickery everybody here on a couple days after Halloween. A little trick right there by the Bears, but number 42 does a great job of holding on. Almost got it stripped. Great job right there by the Eagles. Heriberto Bernal making the grab, and the Eagles are going to have excellent field position. Of course, they're led by their freshman quarterback, Jeremy Duran. He has 774 yards passing, 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Not much of a runner, only 41 yards rushing. More of a ground attack right here. The give is on an end around, and there is a gaping hole. Nobody at home, and that's a big-time run. He's going to get all the way about to the 20-yard line. That'll be a 32-yard pickup. And just like that, the Eagles are right back in the ball game. There is a penalty, though. Let's see if that play is going to stand.
After the play was a
flag.
Personal foul, number 72 of the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Okay, so they're going to give them the 20-yard line after the 32-yard gain, and they're going to move it back after the personal foul. So the Eagles should start at about their at the Bears 35. No, they're
No,
going to.
the ball was marked down at 25, Javi.
Oh, I'm sorry, at the 25-yard line. Okay, I thought it was a 20. So there we go. So the Eagles, in either case, are going to pick up a first down, and
I think that play beforehand, man, had everybody fooled. I'm looking over to the right-hand side. Ball carrier's running over here to the left.
yeah, it is.
just takes it
It's at
upfield.
the 35. Yeah, I was correct. The ball carrier had a 32-yard run and then a 15-yard infraction. So it'll be 1st and 10 after a 32-yard run, and subtract 15 yards after the fact.
That's
So
a lot of math there,
it's
Javi.
going to be first down in either case for the Eagles at the Bears 35-yard line. And on first down, they give up the middle, but nothing doing. Stymied at the line of scrimmage. Great job right there by number 90, Manny Castillo, making the tackle.
And Manny Castillo pounds the ground, tells you, I got you all night long running back. And again, you know, they'd stacked the line there, Javi. They were sending the house plus the kitchen sink there. And again, greeted by Manny Castillo and number 52 for the Bears. That's going to be Roberto Grimaldo, the defensive lineman, the junior defensive lineman for PSJ High.
Yeah, very good, stout defensive front for the Bears. That's their bread and butter and their secondary. And on second down, their secondary is going to get tested, and a completion is made under heavy pressure. That was Andrew Liss making the hit on the defender. The defender's going to stay down, but not after about a 8-yard pickup. Maybe you give them 10 on that. It's going to be 3rd and 2 upcoming.
And very fortunate that that pass did not get picked off, Javi. It floated in the air. I counted maybe 3 Mississippis.
Yeah.
By the time that ball hit the receiver, Liz had a good opportunity to make the play on that, almost does. The receiver, good concentration, brings it down and makes it a very manageable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, so, you know, Robert, very dynamic game so far. You know, I actually thought this is going to be one of those low-scoring, tough, hard knocks type of games where, you know, you hope you pick up a first down, you hope you can kick a field goal or score a touchdown. But no, it's actually the other way around. The Bears with a quick strike on their opening possession. They drive the ball 77 yards, capped off by a 62-yard touchdown pass, Guajardo to Vasquez. And now the Eagles, after a failed onside kick by the Bears, the Eagles are on the march.
And you know what, Javi? With the Bears averaging 37 points a game and going against a defense that gives up 18, I had the feeling that this was got potential to be a 20 to 30 point ball game. And I think we're right on that spot right about now.
Yeah, the Eagles average 33. They need to pick up 2 right here. I don't think they're going to get it on 3rd down. In fact, they may have lost a yard. Another great defensive effort by that defensive front, and linebackers filling in the gaps. They are going to force the Eagles or the Bears into a 4th and 4, so another loss of 2 yards. That's 2 tackles for losses already on this opening possession for the Eagles, and it appears the Mission Eagles are going to go for it.
Watch the hard count here, Javi, from the quarterback.
A offsides would automatically be a first down. The Eagles sitting at the Bears 29. They got to get to the 25 for that first down. Duran looking for last-second instructions from the sideline. He's going to pass. He floats it up. He's got a man open. Overshoots him, though. If he would have connected, that would have been more than enough for a first down. Just overthrew the receiver. So the Bears do their job offensively. They do the job defensively. And they're going to take over with 6:04 remaining in the first quarter. Bears 7, Mission 0.
And something that changed for the Bears was that defense, Javi. Early in the season when they suffered those 2 losses, that defense was very susceptible for that big play. And they shored that up. They quickly fixed that. And since they've adjusted and fixed that, Javi, the defense, I'm going to say, has been a pleasant surprise all year long, and a big reason why they're staying undefeated so far in 36A.
And another big reason is because of the emergence of the running game. They're going to give it to Vasquez. Vasquez eludes one tackler right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up about 6 yards, so good hard-nosed running right there by J.R. Vasquez.
And this is a simple play off to the left-hand side, following the blocks there, finds the open space, carries a couple defenders a couple yards, and is able to make a manageable 2nd and 4 here. Clock is ticking first quarter here, 5:35 and counting.
Well, Hardo rolls out to his right, trying to find a receiver, running out of real estate, finally throws, and a diving catch is going to be caught, but I believe he's out of bounds, and it is. That is Justin Morales, who was led just a tad outside, and that'll bring up a 3rd and a very manageable for the Bears.
The left foot for Morales is unable to stay in bounds as it lands squarely out of bounds, so good call there by the officials, but he had plenty of time for those receivers to get open.
It'll be 3rd down. Let's see what the Bears doing. They're going to elect to run it. No push from the line of scrimmage. And in fact, they do pick up a couple yards. He needed 4. He gets 2. So that brings up a 4th and 2 and decision time for Lupe Rodriguez and the Bear coaching staff. Right now they're sitting with a 7-0 lead. They're at their own 38-yard line. And it appears they're going to go for it. They're going to rely on that offense. Quarterback keeper, Trey Guajardo, puts his helmet down, and he's got one man to beat, and he does, and he flies to the 45-yard line, crossing midfield. Big-time run right there by Guajardo, and the Bears streaking down the field.
And clarification there, one man to beat before he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and he does beat that one man, Javi, face mask and all, and moves the ball, cuts it back onto the right-hand side before he's tackled, but not before a huge gain. And it moves the chains for the PSJA Bears.
Yeah, that was a 17-yard gain by Guajardo, and he flings it out on 1st down. Another quick hitter, and that's going to net about 9 to 10 yards. That might even move the chains. No, he's going to be a yard short. Guajardo right now doing it with the arm and doing it with the legs, and he's targeting Morales quite a bit.
And the coaches want a flag call at the end as a Mission Eagle defender uses the helmet of Morales to help himself up. And again, you know, this is a very physical defense that they're going to be facing all night long. And so the Bears have to keep their cool here, because right now they're the better team so far on this field.
Right. The Eagles with a 3-man defensive front, 3 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. And they give us up the middle. Big gaping hole for J.R. Vasquez, and that was a beautiful run. Great opening. He hit the hole hard. That's a big-time run right there by the Bears.
And the Eagles are going to have to do something about that 3-man front, because right now the Bear offensive line is dictating their will on that defensive line. As we see here, just a simple handoff, follows the block inside, is able to beat one of those linebackers up the field and get the necessary yards again to move the chains.
10-yard run by Vasquez. And again, a low snap, and that forces Guajardo to field it on his knee. And of course, in high school football, that is a dead ball. So that'll be another tackle for a loss for the Eagles, and that is a result of a bad snap. That's a 5-yard loss on that play. That brings up 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 again, but you know, these and this explosive offense, nothing is impossible, and we'll get a chance to look at it here, Javi. Oh my goodness.
Guajardo got walloped in the backfield. My goodness, let's hope he's okay. He shrugs it off. He's like, who there? And he's going to be all right. He's going to get knocked down at the 41-yard line. And that's a 8-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 23 coming up, and that's going to force a timeout.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen. It's forever memories, antiques, and collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Both teams are trying to get themselves into a positive position in the playoffs. And I tell you what, this District 36A, it's a hard knocks football league, man. It's not soft at all. It's some serious football right here.
You got to put on your big boy pants every time you take the field. Doesn't matter if you're playing a team that is 0-6 or 0-8 or 6-2. And again, you know, these kids are coming from a traditional school where they have a history of being district champs, being hard-hitting defenses or high-powered offenses. And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight in this ball game.
It'll be 3rd and 23 for Guajardo with 2:48 remaining in the first quarter. Second possession of the Bears this game, and the Bears, of course, took the opening possession for a touchdown. That is why they stand 7-0 right now. Guajardo's going to roll out to his left. A little bit of pressure, rolls out the backside. He loses one defender, tries to find a receiver, can't find anybody. Finally gets tackled down. Just great secondary coverage by the defensive backs, and that was a sack, you know, a coverage right there, coverage sack.
That was a 7-yard sack again. You're right, a coverage sack. And whatever, you know, field position the Bears had, whether they want to try a long field goal, there's really no wind here tonight, Javi. It's a beautiful evening. And that puts them out of position and puts them in a punting situation.
Right.
The punt returner for Mission is sitting at about the 10, 11-yard line. So it's going to be a field position decision here for Lupe Rodriguez.
Of course, that will be Jared De Leon punting, and he gets a heavy rush on him. A beautiful punt. It's going to land at the 25. It's going to take a favorable Bear bounce. And the Eagles, Ben, they don't break. They get 3 tackles for losses. Big time hit on the Guajardo. That was a devastating blow right there. And the Eagles will take over for their second possession of the game from their own 23-yard line as they trail 7-0.
And so the Eagles come in coached by Coy Detmer in his 3rd year here, Javi. Coy Detmer, you know, brought a lot of news when he came down to the Valley. Him himself playing some NFL football, caliber football, and a quarterback in the collegiate level. So there were some high expectations for this offense.
Right.
This offense right now currently ranked 6th in 36A.
And it'll be Duran, the freshman quarterback, under center, wings it, bubble screen. He's got a man open. He loses one defender. He's going to sneak up to the 30. Well, they're going to say maybe the 29-yard line. Good run right there after the reception. And the Eagles pick up about 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, no, he does bring it up to that 30-yard line. He has a 2nd and 3, 7-yard gain on that little screen there for the wide receiver. He's able to elude some tacklers before he gets tackled there. And again, Mission with a good first down on this second series.
And it'll be 2nd down for the Eagles. Looks like a running play to the left. It will be cut back to the right. And that'll net about 2 more yards. Of course, it was 3rd and 3. That's going to, 2nd and 3. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Eagles.
That's a toss to the left-hand side of the offense there, but zone blocking there. Really no push by the offensive line, so the running back decides to cut it back inside, and that's the only reason he was able to move and get about 2 yards before he gets tackled. Good job by the defense there, not allowing the cutback to be open.
It'll be 3rd down. It all depends who's going to win the battle at the line of scrimmage right here. Expect big-time run, I formation for the Eagles. They're going to give it to the deep man. No, they fake it to him. He's got a man wide open. Can he turn upfield? He does. And he's going to get to the 37-yard line. He needed the 33. That's more than enough for a first down. And the Eagles are on the move.
Jaden Arrington, the linebacker, the junior linebacker for the Bears, puts his helmet on the ball. It was a good tackle, but the receiver does a good job holding on to that. When I saw that hit there, Javi, I was expecting that ball to pop out. So again, good job for the Eagles are controlling the ball, but good job by that linebacker putting that helmet where it needed to be.
We're at 3 seconds. Let's see if they get the playoff before the first quarter ends. I believe they will not. And I'll tell you what, Robert, we are in for a treat here on Friday night at PSJA Stadium, DHR Health Field. You know, the Bears come in undefeated in district, Mission High, 3-2, fighting for their playoff lives. And it is what we thought it was going to be, a beautiful evening, a beautiful contest. It is 7-0 right now at the end of one quarter. PSJA High 7, Mission Eagles 0.
And so at this moment, we want to go ahead and welcome, the class of 2009, 1999, 1989, 79, 69, 59, and welcome here in homecoming night. So yeah, they're here put a special treat. And right now, currently, the Bears offense sitting with 102 yards total. That Eagle offense only at 55, but here driving again.
Yeah, Trey Wahado the first quarter with 78-yard passes, that passing yards, and that's been the difference. So new set of downs here on first down to open up the second quarter. Swing pass right there. It's caught by the receiver by the far hash marks, and I believe that is number 11, Sebastian Gonzalez, making the reception. He's going to get up to the 45-yard line and about an 8-yard pickup.
An 8-yard pickup before he gets tackled by a host of Bears there, making this a 2nd and 2, and the clock ticking, 11:34 counting, 7-0 ball game in the second quarter.
Yeah,
I'm starting to think you were correct, Javi. This might be a low-scoring affair, but again, I never doubt the very potent Bear offense, because again, Lupe Rodriguez has done an excellent job preparing these young men for Friday Night Football.
And on second down, a quarterback keeper, and he's going to rumble past the 50-yard line. That's midfield, more than enough for a first down. He needed 2, picks up about 7, and that'll be a big first down right there for the Eagles as they cross midfield once again.
So the defense getting tested on this drive. This drive started at about the 25-yard line for the Eagles. They are now at the 48-yard line of the Bears.
Yeah, after 2 first downs, the Eagles on the march. They've already amassed 29 yards on this possession. Moving the ball is Duran and the Eagle offense. Slowly but surely, a good pass. He had a receiver open. Kind of short-armed it right there and right in front of the Bears sidelines. I'm sure there was a little bit of intimidation going on as he attempted to receive it, and that falls incomplete. That brings up a 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Eagles.
No reason to drop that pass. Sebastian Gonzalez, the junior wide receiver, as he said, it's falling into his hands, and he just alligator arms it.
Yeah.
Doesn't extend his hands out, takes his eyes off the ball, and an incomplete pass on a very good pass from the quarterback there.
And it'll be second down. 2 receivers to Duran's right. He's going to roll out. It's going to be a reverse. The Bears are in position, but they get outflanked, outmaneuvered, and the ball carrier had him beat one man. He gets tripped up. Wow, that had potential for a tackle for a loss, and then it had potential for a touchdown. After all that, it's going to be about a 7-yard pickup. They're going to give them 6, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Eagles.
So we just talked about alligator arms on the last play there. This time we see a lot of flailing arms.
Yeah.
Reaching and moving. Even the ball carrier had that ball very loosely, carrying it very loosely out to the sides. And again, it had big potential for a loss for the Eagles, and they're able to move the ball forward, setting up a 3rd and 4 here. Ball now on the Bears' 42-yard line.
I guarantee you if the Eagles don't pick it up on 3rd, they're going to go for it on 4th. So 4th down territory, more than likely here. Early in the second quarter, but a fumble. Who's going to get it? Who's going to outmuscle who? Fighting for the ball, and the freshman quarterback is able to get it done. He was looking downfield before he even received a snap, and after that loss on the play, the Eagles are going to force a punt.
So I'm going to take your money there, Javi, because you were betting they were going to go for it, but after that loss, they're going to be put in punting situation. So again, this is going to be a field position decision by the head coach.
And it is a good solid punt. It might land at about the 20. Takes an Eagle roll and down quickly though. I thought the Eagles could have gotten a little bit better roll out of that, but instead they're going to down it at the 14-yard line. So that's where the Bears will take their 3rd possession of the ball game at their own 14 with 9:15 remaining in the first half. It is Bears 7, Eagles 0.
So it's a heavyweight match right now here, Javi. Both teams exchanging blows. The first big punch came from the PSJA Bears on that 62-yard pass to Vasquez. And right now they're just trying again to feel each other out. Both teams just in the last drive have punted. The Bears have an opportunity now here.
Well, Hardo looking deep, throws underneath, out at the 25, 30. Going to move all the way to the 35, and maybe even the 30. Yeah, they're going to give him the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. That's a big-time catch and reception. and run after the catch. The Bears pick up valuable yards right there.
And nobody within at least 8 to 10 yards of the receiver, wide open. He catches it, turns upfield. That's number 81 for the Bears. Kobe Swat is the senior wide receiver, moving the ball, moving the chains. 1st and 10 Bears.
And on the ensuing play, is it a catch? No.
Incomplete pass there, as it is a forward lateral to, again, number 81, Kobe Suarez. And again, fortunate for them, it was forward because the Eagles quickly scooped it up. And it is now 2nd and 10. Ball sitting on the Bear 35-yard line. 8:49 here in the 2nd quarter of a 7-0 ball game in favor of the Bears.
The Bears spreading out the defense. 3 receivers to Guadalupe's left, 1 to the right. They're going to run it up the middle. Not much doing. Valiant effort by Vasquez there just to gain a yard, maybe half a yard. And that'll be it, 1 yard. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Bears.
The left tackle does an excellent job getting his defender off the field. But the nose tackle fills in the gap along with the linebacker. And they quickly shut the hole down there for Vasquez. So no 1-yard gain there, 3rd and 9 for the Bears.
Well, Hardo quick to action, has a man open, and it goes right through his hand, threw it behind the intended receiver coming out of the backfield, J.R. Vasquez. It's going to sail incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th and 9. The Bears miss a golden opportunity, and the Bears for the first time this evening are in punt formation.
And so again, but this time they're not able to cross midfield, so they're punting again from their own 35-yard line. Eagles should have better field position after this play here, barring any penalty or mistake.
And as the first time, Robert, they put a lot of pressure on the punter. The second time, they actually blocked the punt. The punter or somebody fielded the ball for the Bears, but he knelt it as he catch it, and the Eagles are going to have prime real estate at the Bear 20-yard line with 8:11 remaining in the first half. The Eagles with a great opportunity to get on the scoreboard.
And a jinx hex there by me there, as I said, barring any mistake or penalty. And that's exactly what happened. There was no penalty, no mistake. It was just pressure by the defense, blocks that punt. The punter then kneels it. The Eagles now in red zone territory with the ball on the 20.
Let's see what the Bear defense can do. They've done an incredible job here in the second half of the football season of being stingy. And on first down, the Eagles with a good counter play. Good offensive job right there on the offensive line. They're going to pick up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Eagles from the Bears' 16-yard line.
So again, you know, we talked about averages here. You got the 6th-ranked defense, 6th-ranked offense with Mission in 36A going against the 8th-ranked defense here. So we've said it all night. Something's got to give. And right now, the Eagles are in good territory here.
Man in motion for the Eagles. Duran awaits the snap, gets it, rolls out to his left, got some running room, elects to throw it, throws it into the end zone. He's got a man open. Is it caught in the end zone? No. Shoved out of bounds. Incomplete pass, either case. We do have a penalty, and this might be a big one right here.
And it's personal foul. Chop block on the offense. The 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Made 2nd down.
So that chop block, I think, Javi, was just an addition or a conclusion of bodies being on the floor.
Right.
And one of the offensive linemen takes advantage of the bodies on the floor and pushes the defensive lineman to the ground. And again, you know, those are some very dangerous plays. These penalties are here made to protect the players on the field. And that one's a big one for the Eagles. A 15-yard loss moves it back to 2nd and 21.
Yeah, more importantly, Robert, you know, if they don't pick up the first down right now where they're sitting at the Bears 31-yard line, I don't think the Eagles are in field goal range. So that's a big penalty. Let's see if the Eagles can overcome that. Of course, we'd like to see nothing better than that 4-man defensive front of the Bears. 3 linebackers put pressure on Duran and the Eagles, and they do put pressure on him. He slings it out. He's got a man wide open in the flat. He's going to catch it at 30, 28, moves all the way to the Bears 16-yard line. So they get a lot of the penalty yards back, and it's going to bring up a very manageable 3rd and 6.
And with men in motion there, you saw the tight end move back, wide receiver moves up, and then the tight end moves off to the left-hand side, just trying to find what coverage the defense is in. And I was going all the way that the quarterback is throwing to the right. He throws it to behind him, and finds a wide open receiver, able to move the ball, now setting up a 3rd and 6 here, Javi.
Yeah, so they get back the penalty yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down, a pass, but, well, the pass was dropped, but I think the play was being called dead due to a penalty.
Ball start on the offense, number 88. It's a 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
And that'll be a false start, as our referee mentions, and that's going to push back the Eagles to a 3rd and 11 from the Bears' 21-yard line. So the Eagles, who just blocked a punt, had excellent field position at the 20-yard line, are going backwards due to penalties. Right now, 20 penalty yards, and they've gained 19 offensively, and that's why we're at 3rd and 11.
Again, motion by the offense. Now a timeout by the Eagles.
Timeout! Mission!
And that's...
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
There, Javi.
Please reset the game clock to 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Thank you.
All right, a generous 13-second right there. I had him at 6:02, but okay. You know, Robert, in either case, you know, it's a tough ball game. Right now, the Eagles with the advantage on total offense with 119. The Bears with 75. Duran with 31 yards passing. His leading running back is Horacio Moranta, and he has 43 yards rushing for the Bears, 94 yards passing for Guajardo.
So the Bears, who are averaging 449 yards per game.
6 minutes and 15 seconds.
And, you know, if you divide that by two halves, they should be at about 224-yard mark by the end of this half. Right now, you said they're sitting at about 119 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So very uncharacteristic for the Bears offense.
Well, and half of it has been the style of game that the Eagles bring. You know, they ground it out. They're a time of possession game team, and they're trying to eliminate the possessions that the Bears have, and they're doing a great job of it here in the first half. Pass by Duran. Is it caught? Great battle for it. Let's see what the judgment call is, and I think they're waving that he caught it inbounds, and if he does, that'll be a 1st and goal for the Eagles. Of course, that was caught on the far sidelines. We can't give you a number, and I believe that was number 4 with the reception, Aldi Herina. Great reception, great pass by the freshman Duran, and the Eagles are knocking on the door.
That was just a timing route, and the receiver takes the defender past the sticks, comes back just enough to get the 1st down. So good play. And again, some miscommunication. The head coach, Detmer, very upset with his offense right now, as he's going to have...
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Illusions Boutique in Bar specializes in quinceañeras, tiaras, jewelry, and accessories to accentuate beautiful dresses just for your daughter. Unique styles you won't find anywhere else. Make her quinceañera the best and come to Illusions Boutique.
And the Bear defense trying to buckle down, trying to do what they do. Of course, you know, Robert, you mentioned they come in ranked 8th, last in district defensively, but that's because of their non-district schedule.
Yeah, no, and again, the non-district schedule, but
in district, they've been lights out.
Yes, absolutely. We talked about how they shorted up rather quickly after those 2 losses.
It'll be 1st and goal for Duran, under center, lone setback, man in motion. They're going to wing it out to the right side, and diving forward is their running back. That'll be Maldonado with the carry, and he's going to get brought down at the 5-yard line. for a couple yards.
2-yard gain. They're setting up 2nd and 5. They're going to give it 2nd and 4 right now, but it's going to be a long 4, Javi. And again, the defense being stingy, trying not to bend and not break. It would be a huge momentum getter for the Bears if they hold this Eagle defense to only 3 points.
Well, there is a little bit over 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 men in motion. Heavy set offense towards the right side. They're going to reverse it, and a lot of running room. He's got to get to the edge, and he does after a diving attempt. That is a touchdown. Mission Eagles. That is number 9, Horacio Moranta, who came in with 848 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, make that 7. And now the Bears have a 1-point lead, 7-6, with 4:59 remaining in the first half.
4:59 awaiting the point after attempt here for the Eagles. And here we see the replay, just a misdirection. You get a pulling guard coming out here, number 57. Really just gets left behind. Number 9 doesn't need him as he's able to cross the goal line and score the 6 points for the Eagles. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good, Javi.
Yes, it is. And we are all deadlocked at 7 with trying to ruin a perfect district season for the Bears and trying to get themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah, and something, you know, last night in our broadcast with our hometown Wolverines winning, we talked about the Bears maybe having an opportunity to play their first playoff game in San Antonio.
Right, right. Well, rumors are that we are going to be here, Robert, in two Fridays from now.
Oh, that'd be great. That would give us a great opportunity.
That's just a rumor. I never said that.
Words around the campfire sometimes get spread rather quickly.
Yeah. Right now, you know, midway through the second quarter, the Eagles with 119 total yards, the Bears with 112. It's about as even as it can get. As the Eagles kick off, Bears going to get at the 21-yard line. Far hash mark, he breaks through one, breaks through a couple of more defenders. He's going to fight his way up to the 46-yard line. And that is where the Bears are going to get a great field position, and that was Ethan Castillo with the return.
You know, and something about this Bear offense, Javi, every time we're calling the play here, we'll see the replay. Castillo takes it out of the field quickly, shoots out of the cannon there, upfield, able to make a couple defenders miss before he gets tackled, giving the Bears good field position. But when that Bear offense takes the field, Javi, I always scoot up on my seat just a little bit.
You don't want to blink. You don't want to even breathe sometimes. You know, you might miss something. Well, Hardo is going to be under center on this one. Man in motion, one setback. They're going to fake to both. Guajardo steps up in the pocket, not much doing. There's going to be a flag. Guajardo's going to fling it out into no one. And a fine catch by a Mission coach. But, of course, that doesn't count. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And as we see right
the
there.
offense, number 7. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Made first down.
Number 93 from the defense from the Eagles. Dante Lopez was saying holding, and he was correct. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty upcoming for the Bears.
So a hold, you're right, is going to move them 10 yards back. And now they're going to be facing a 2nd and 20 here, Javi, with the ball sitting at their 36-yard line. 4:44 remaining in a tied 7-7 ball game.
And on first and 20, Guajardo fires, shoots, and the receiver makes a catch, and he gets belted. That is Miguel Mikey Flores with the reception, picks up a few penalty yards, but not much. He's going to be brought down rudely at the 39-yard line after a short 3-yard pickup.
And what used to be a little sparse Mission crowd has quickly filled up on that sideline over there. I guess it took them a little while to get down 83, but they made their trek here. But we have a huge home crowd here tonight on homecoming night for PSJA High.
Very festive evening for the Bears, and Guajardo avoids a couple defenders. He's going to get brought down. I'm not sure that will be a sack. They're going to say he's going to get down right at the line of scrimmage. And no yards. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. You know, the Bears looked like stormtroopers in the first possession. They came out firing and scoring. And after that, the Eagle defense has been very, very resilient.
The secondary for Mission has really kept Guajardo kind of guessing. And once again, nobody open, Javi.
And Guajardo's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take a couple hits. He's going to land at the 44-yard line. That's still 2 yards short of the original line of scrimmage. So that brings up a 4th down upcoming for the Bears. They'll bring up a 4th and 11. And the Bears are more than likely going to be punting, but it's... And let's see what happens right here. The Bears right now appear to be going for it. That's a risky play. They're at their own 44-yard line. They have to get to the Mission 44-yard line.
And I believe they're just going to let that play clock run down to take as much time off the game clock here, Javi, before they call their timeout.
And, of course, the Eagles only have one timeout left, and that's exactly what they do.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Rollins Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
Thank you there, Miss Lugo. And fine support from our PSJA community.
Go Bears, go. Cantu Elementary, Carmen Elementary, Austin Middle School, and Raul Izaguirre Middle School representing tonight. And the Bears in a very tight ball game here, 7-7, getting ready to punt with 2:48. Ball sitting at the 44-yard line here, Javi.
So 3rd attempt for the Bears on the punt. High snap. This time not so much pressure. Fair catch called and made at the Eagles' 24-yard line. So the Eagle defense forced a very rare 3-and-out of the Bears, and the Eagles will begin their next possession at their own 24-yard line with 2:42 remaining in the first half. A very evenly matched game. 7-7. The Eagles with one timeout, the Bears with one timeout.
So again, you know, evenly matched ball game, evenly matched teams, both teams sitting 6-2. The Bears offense netting a total of 127 yards. The Mission offense with 112 here on this first play from scrimmage will get a couple more here, Javi.
Yeah, simple give up the middle, testing that defensive front. Good job by the defense and good overall work by both teams. And it's going to be a short gain, 2 yards. Let's see if the Eagles, Robert, are going to be daring and try to put some points on the board, or are going to be content. You know, of course, the Eagles are going to receive the second half kickoff.
The Eagles will receive the second half kickoff. And we talked about one of the best defenses for when you face the Bears is to keep that offense on the sideline, and that's exactly what the Mission Eagles have done this ball game so far.
You're correct. And on 2nd and 8, the Eagles will stay on the ground. And they pick up maybe about a yard at most. It's going to be no gain, actually. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Timeout. PSJA.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Number 7, the running back, which really he has 62 yards, and that was on one play. You know, take that one play away, Robert, and the Eagles are up 7-0. Of course, you know, that's and ifs or buts, but that's the way we see it. That's the way we call it. It's been about as even as it can get. Take away that one play, a big touchdown score. Take away that block punt, and it's 0-0.
You're absolutely right. Two great teams again facing each other. A lot of tradition here on the field tonight.
Duran looks, fires. He's got a man open, and again just overshoots him. I'll tell you what, Duran's got a good arm. He's just got to dial it in. Again, that intended receiver was Sebastian Gonzalez streaking down the sideline, beat both defenders. That would have been a big-time pickup right there for the Eagles.
There as a quarterback, and you said it, Javi, he is a freshman. He's young, but you want to put it on the outside shot of the receiver there where he can make a play on it. And, again, you know, the Bears, excellent coaching, excellent job with the time management, called the timeout where they knew the mission was going to be in the passing situation, and it stops the clock. They save another timeout. The ball does take a Eagle bounce.
Yeah, it's going to roll out all the way to the 29-yard line. So the Eagle punter, Rene Rodriguez, does a fine job of flipping the field right there. And the Bears will have to go 70 yards in 1:34 with no timeouts.
And Lupe Rodriguez upset on that no call there. He goes all the way up to the middle of the field there to talk to the referee, saying, hey, you need to protect our players here. No cheap shots should be given. Referee nods his head in agreement, but does not feel like that shot deserved a penalty.
Yeah, you got to keep your head on the swivel at all times here in football. Usually when there's two fine football teams with a lot of athleticism being played on the football field. It'll be first down for Guajardo. Trips left. They're going to run it that way. See if they can get a lead blocker for J.R. Vasquez. Hey, to not. And he gets pounded out of bounds. Big time tackle right there by number 16, Alexander Gomez.
And they're going to keep the clock rolling even though he was tackled out of bounds. They're going to say forward momentum had been stopped. So the clock will keep ticking, 1:15 and counting. Second down, Bears without any timeouts here. 2nd and 10 with ball on the 33. 2nd and 7 here, ball on the 33.
It'll be 2nd and 7. Two receivers to the right, two to the left for Guajardo. He pumps, he fakes, he's going to look. He gets his final option, and a great open field tackle right there on J.R. Vasquez. That is number 6 with the tackle on the open field, Weldon Jaros. And Vasquez bottled up there. You know, Vasquez has that 62-yard touchdown run. Other than that, the Bears have been quiet tonight. Guajardo trying to change that, rolls out to his left, fires, complete to Marco Guajardo for the first time this evening at the 45-yard line. They're going to say he's going to stay in bounds, but they're going to stop the clock momentarily for the change of possessions. The Bears pick up a first down. And do we have a flag on the field? Bit of a discussion. Not sure what's going on.
Over. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 12 of the defense. The 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
That's a big, big penalty. And sometimes, you know, some of those, Robert, you just want to keep them in your back pocket. You never want to have the officials dictate a game. And of course, right now it goes into the Bears' favor, what we want. But sometimes, you know, let the kids play. Big 15-yard penalty. Guajardo trying to take advantage of it. Nothing to do. He simply throws it way out of bounds. Almost reaches the seats. In fact, it does. Great arm strength by Guajardo.
He goes all the way up to the stands, just chunks it out there. Stops the clock with 20.3.
Quarterback was outside the pocket. Ball past the line of scrimmage.
So no foul, no intentional grounding. It'll be second and 10.
That didn't need no explanation.
No, it did
either,
not.
you know?
Yeah, it simply, he rolled out, he threw it away. Big deal. It'll be 20 seconds from the 40-yard line for the Bears. If you want to try to regain the lead right before the half, Guajardo sits pretty in the pocket, fires, hits his intended receiver, Justin Morales. Justin Morales, I believe he does get out of bounds after a short 1-yard pickup, but a lot of time expired on that play. There's 12 seconds remaining. So let's see if the Bears elect to go deep on this one.
And the defensive backs are doing an excellent job with those receivers. Trace just frustrated and struggling out there for trying to find anybody open. The only ones he's got are those outlet receivers. Here we got 3rd and long here for the Bears.
So Guajardo's going to sit. He's going to fire. He has a man open. Caught by Marco Guajardo. He's going to streak to the sideline. Can he get out of bounds? And he will at the 13, 14-yard line with 3 seconds remaining.
Holding. Offense.
Well, bring everybody back.
Wow. And that will be a huge penalty. And that, you know, that would have been in field goal position there, Javi.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the penalty was, but it was definitely in the guafield. That's going to be a backbreaker. But then again, you know, instead of going for maybe the 3 points, Lady Luck sits on the Bears, and Guajardo finds some magic in his arm and sling it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You've seen crazier things happen here on this field, but you're right. that 10-yard penalty will push them all the way back to the 48-yard line of the Eagles. And I guarantee you there will be in a prevent defense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's going to be at least 3-4 defenders about 30-40 yards downfield. Of course, you know, a 20 and in, you know, a post pattern, that might create some space. And here we go. Double reverse option is what I like calling right here. They're going to sling it out to Guajardo. Guajardo catches it at the 50. Eludes one defender, gets past another, spins, turns, hustles. Nothing doing after that. Sits down at the 37. And as that play comes to an end, a little bit of shoving and pushing. And that is the intensity, the fire within both teams. This is a must-win game for both. Bears trying to win a district outright championship. Eagles trying to get into the playoffs. That should draw a conclusion to the first half. And we're going to wait just a second just to make sure we don't have a penalty or anything going on before we send it down to the halftime entertainment. I believe both teams are going to head to their respective field houses, and that'll draw a conclusion. Robert, any words before we go to the half?
Well, I think we still have a penalty on the field, so they're going to discuss it. We're going to get a call here. Both teams are trotting into their respective field houses.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Eludes it, flings it out. He's got a man wide open. A lot of running room. That is Gerald Vasquez, the running back, and he's still off to the races. He's got one man to beat, cuts it inside at the 10, the 5, and he leads into the end zone. What a tremendous run. Guajardo should have been sacked. Finds an open man. That is the receiver, J.R. Vasquez. Big quarterback, Jeremy Duran. He has 774 yards passing, 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Not much of a runner, only 41 yards rushing. More of a ground attack right here. The give is on an end around, and there is a gaping hole. Nobody at home, and that's a big-time run. He's going to get all the way about to the 20-yard line. Right now they're sitting with a 7-0 lead. They're at their own 38-yard line. And it appears they're going to go for it. They're going to rely on that offense. Quarterback keeper, Trey Guajardo, puts his helmet down, and he's got one man to beat, and he does, and he flies to the 45-yard line. Crossing 5-yard loss on that play. That brings up 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 again, but you know, these and this explosive offense,
yeah,
nothing is impossible, and we'll get a chance to look at it here. Oh my goodness.
Guajardo got walloped in the backfield. My goodness, let's hope he's okay.
And so again, but this time they're not able to cross midfield, so they're punting again from their own 35-yard line. Eagles should have better field position after this play here, barring any penalty or mistake.
And as the first time, Robert, they put a lot of pressure on the punter. The second time, they actually blocked the punt.
Hold this Eagle defense to only 3 points.
Well, there is a little bit over 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 men in motion. Heavy set offense towards the right side. They're going to reverse it, and a lot of running room. He's got to get to the edge, and he does after a diving attempt. That is a touchdown. Mission Eagles. The Eagles with 119 total yards, the Bears with 112. It's about as even as it can get as the Eagles kick off. Bears going to get at the 21-yard line. Far hash mark. He breaks through one. Breaks through a couple of more defenders. He's going to fight his way up to the 46-yard line.
Don't pass up the savings at Mi Casa Furniture. Score big at Mi Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Stop today at 523 Express Printing, 1 block from UTRGB in Edinburgh. For copies, school, marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letters, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Express Printing today. Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's festivities. Please turn your attention to the field because here they are. It's the Mission High School Eagle Band. The band is led by senior drum majors Isla Coronado, Jelene Porcayo, and Zachary Lopez. Tonight we will feature our 2018 production entitled What Dreams May Come, featuring a trumpet solo by sophomore Angel Alanis, an alto sax solo by sophomore Eddie Rivera, a flute solo by senior Sari Rico, a clarinet solo by senior Zachary Lopez. Listen for recognizable tunes like The Eurythmics, Camille Saint-Saëns, and Effie Crockett. Enjoy the show and sweet dreams.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Rio Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Rio Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, RioSportsLive.com. It's all the sporting action you could ever want, and it's right here on Rio Sports.
Snap. Rolls right-hand side, got a man wide open. It's caught. 15. How about this? 10-5 on fourth down. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Brilliant, brilliant call.
We are Mackay. We are Mackay.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen. Valley TV's public broadcast platform is TV that works for you. Every hour, thousands see your message valley-wide. Our viewers enjoy entertaining and educational content along with upcoming events 24 hours a day. Your favorite places are what makes Valley TV possible. These networks come together in a big way, creating the Valley's largest public network that reaches the audience you're looking for. Denny's is one of America's favorite restaurants, serving thousands in your target market 24 hours a day. Popular host locations include grocery stores, high-end showrooms, retail chains. With new locations joining the Valley TV family, your audience continues to grow. Bingo halls, coffee houses, bowling alleys, barber shops, all the places you want to be, you'll find Valley TV. From South Padre Island to Brownsville to McAllen and beyond, Valley TV and Rio Sports Live has you covered. Together, Rio Sports Live and Valley TV reach millions of viewers in home and on the go. Supporting nonprofits and worthy causes are critically important to families here in the Valley. We'll continue to help support these efforts through extended coverage and awareness campaigns. Together, we can make a difference. Business owners, get your message out, whether it's on the platforms of Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combined. That means you get exposure 24 hours a day throughout the year and during live broadcasts at an affordable price just for you. You can't do better than this. We've got great numbers. They're growing every day across the Rio Grande Valley, into Corpus Christi, into Laredo, into South San Antonio. Your business, not as a sponsor, but as an advertiser, getting direct results. Again, it's Rio Sports Live and Valley TV, a great team bringing you great coverage.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Bear Country. Tonight is the culmination of a week full of activities and fun that are part of the tradition at PSJA Early College High School, the crowning of PSJA's homecoming queen and her court. Before we begin, on behalf of Ms. Lisa Cantu, senior class sponsor, I would like to thank Dr. Alejandro Elias and his administration for their unending support, Mr. Agustin Padron and Mr. Sergio Gonzalez and their custodial staff for always saying yes when asked for help, Charlie Contreras and Hidalgo County Precinct 2 for lending us their trailers for the parade, and Mr. Manny Gonzalez and McCoy's for donating their trailer and supplies throughout the football season. PSJA is grateful for your support. Earlier at our homecoming pep rally, the homecoming king and his court was announced, and we welcomed them to the 50-yard line. They are second prince, Ramiro Garza. First Prince, Trey Guajardo. And the homecoming king for 2018-2019 is Rafael Islas. And now, the moment these young ladies have been waiting for. Our first homecoming queen nominee is Ronica Faye Galvan, who is the daughter of Ronnie Alvarez of San Juan and Ramon Galvan of Roma. Ronica plans to attend Texas State University, where she will work on a bachelor's and master's degree in nursing. Miss Ronica Galvan. Next, we welcome Casey Garza, who is the daughter of Jose and Sandra Yvette Garza of San Juan. Casey plans to attend UT RGV, where she hopes to attain a bachelor's degree in nursing. Miss Casey Garza. Our next candidate is Sarah Nicole Garza. Sarah is the daughter of Michael and Stacy Guerra of Alamo. She hopes to attend Sam Houston State University to further her education in journalism and dance. Miss Sarah Garza. Next is Karina Garduno. Karina is the daughter of Martin and Teresa Garduno of San Juan. Upon graduation, Karina hopes to continue her volleyball career as well as major in education and tries to become a pre-K teacher. Miss Karina Garduno. Next, we welcome Ariana Lasso, daughter of Minerva Lasso of FAR. Ariana plans to attend Texas A&M University at College Station and major in veterinary science. Miss Ariana Lasso. Our next Queen nominee is Emma Andrea Leyva, daughter of Amy and Rigoberto Leyva of Alamo. Emma plans to attend UCAS and study cosmetology with the hope of opening her own salon. Miss Emma Leyva. Our next nominee is Melissa Lugo, daughter of Raul and Felicitas Lugo of San Juan. Upon graduation, she will have 3 associate's degrees from STC and hopes to pursue a career in education. Miss Melissa Lugo. Our next nominee is Angela Martinez, daughter of Javier and Azucena Castro Martinez of FAR. Angela hopes to study abroad to learn new languages and about new cultures. Miss Angela Martinez. Our next Queen nominee is Hannah Marie Martinez, daughter of Eric and Jennifer Martinez of San Juan. Upon graduation, Hannah plans to attend UTRGV and major in interdisciplinary studies. Miss Hannah Marie Martinez. Our final homecoming queen nominee is Cassandra Solis, daughter of Humberto and Patricia Solis of San Juan. Cassandra plans to take everything she has learned at PSJA and attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in neuroscience and go on to medical school and become a neurologist. Miss Cassandra Solis. We invite you to watch the homecoming video so you can get to know these young ladies and all they do for PSJA on our Facebook website or on YouTube. We thank Mr. Pedro Leija and his students for that great video. Each one of these young ladies has earned their peers' love and respect for all that they represent as a PSJA Bear and should all feel extremely proud for being recognized for all they do and who they have become throughout their school years. Congratulations to all of you. Now we will announce the top 3, beginning with our second princess, Karina Garduno. first princess is Melissa Lugo. And the homecoming queen for PSJA Early College High School 2018-2019 is Miss Casey Garza. A huge round of applause for all of these young ladies and their parents and families for all they do to represent pride, tradition, and family at PSJA Early College High School. Go Bears!
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph, and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Eludes it, flings it out. He's got a man wide open. A lot of running room. That is Gerald Vasquez, the running back, and he's still off through the race. He's got one man to beat, cuts it inside at the 10, the 5, and he leaps into the end zone. What a tremendous run. Guajardo should have been sacked. Finds an open man. That is the receiver, J.R. Vasquez. Big quarterback, Jeremy Duran. He has 774 yards passing, 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Not much of a runner, only 41 yards rushing. More of a ground attack right here. The give is on an end around, and there is a gaping hole. Nobody at home, and that's a big-time run. He's going to get all the way about to the 20-yard line. Right now they're sitting with a 7-0 lead. They're at their own 38-yard line, and it appears they're going to go for it. They're going to rely on that offense. Quarterback keeper, Trey Guajardo, puts his helmet down, and he's got one man to beat, and he does, and he flies through the 45-yard line. Crossing 5-yard loss on that play. That brings up. Back to you guys.
Welcome back, PSJ family, and congratulations to our homecoming court, our homecoming queen, Casey Garza, and Rafael Isla, our homecoming king, up here with me right now as our main man on the field. Javier Martinez walks his daughter back into the crowd. Congratulations, Javi, for having your daughter in the homecoming court. We have Easy Quintero here with us. Easy, tell us what's going on.
Well, it's good to be back here behind the mic. Just really quick here, guys, this is a great game. It's a tied game right now, 7-7, and it looks like it's possibly going to be a low-scoring game. Both defenses showed up to play. Offenses are trying to do their part. They had a lot of penalties there at the end of that last half there, so let's see what we got to open up in the second half.
And the Mission Eagles, again, with the physicality there, you see some extra shoving, extra pushing on the ground. They actually grab the ball and toss it back to the Bears sideline. They got a chip on their shoulder here, easy, and I think they're going to come out here trying to pump on all cylinders on this first drive.
Well, they're coming out here. They need to prove a point. They want to prove that the Bears can be dethroned. And with this opening play, we have a long completed pass to number 11.
That was number 11 for Mission. That was Sebastian Gonzalez, the wide receiver. There's some play action out of the backfield. Quarterback rolls out to his right-hand side. And there's some hand action going on between the defender and the wide receiver. The wide receiver gets a little bit of separation with a little nudge, but falls back and is able to keep his feet in bounds here. Easy, big play right there, 1st and 10. Ball's now on the 32.
And here we go.
Got motion to right here, a little misdirection. Running back number 3 runs off to the left-hand side. Good job by the defensive back to come in and close that alley there. No gain on the play. Well, it looks about a half-yard gain. Ball will be moved to the 31-yard line. That was number 3 for Mission. Gerald Weldon. Sorry, I take that back. Jeremy Duran, the quarterback.
And that was number 23, Jaden Arrington, there on the tackle there. You're right, Robert. They're coming out here and they're swinging, throwing a long bomb there on first down, and they're looking to put points on the scoreboard early.
And here we go, offset back in the backfield. Quarterback tosses it to the left-hand side. Running back looking for room. Nothing doing there. Big old number 9, 99 and 11 to meet him. How you doing? This is how the Bears do it. A 2-yard loss. They're going to give him forward progress there, Avi. Easy. This is a habit here, but good job there by the defense.
Robert, you're right there. They came out trying to run. Here on the replay we just see, trying to bring it downfield, but no luck there. We've got the Bear defense all over the place. Number 99, they're leading Barrientos on the tackle there.
JJ Barrientos, you're right, and Jacob Sanchez cleaning up. 3rd and long for the Eagles now. Quarterback takes snap, rolls out to his right-hand side. Can't find an open receiver. He better do something with the ball. Throws it into, oh my goodness.
Wow, that was an awesome.
I really thought he just threw it into no man's land.
I thought he was going to throw it away there.
But somehow, some way, Mission receiver falls with it.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Some way the receiver falls with the ball in his hands at the 19-yard line and gives the Eagles a 1st and 10 in red zone territory with 9:58 here in this 7-7 ball game in the 3rd quarter.
And we've got our player coming back up to the sidelines. Anytime you have a player standing up on his own will, that's great news there.
And that's going to be number 4, Isaac Espino. But something you touched on earlier here as we started the second half, a lot of penalties. And so one of the last penalties that we saw on the field was a second personal foul on number 12 for Eagles, and he was ejected from the ball game. And number 12, and that's going to be Steve Villarreal, a wide receiver. So that was a big hit there for the Mission Eagles they took going into the half. So the quarterback takes a snap, takes it up the field, takes it himself on that quarterback draw. Not much doing there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, 0 yards on that game.
Both teams are coming out here with a little pushing and shoving out there on the field. They're coming out with intensity. Both teams really, really eager for this win here. The Bears are, they're not going to get pushed around in their own home field. But the Eagles also showing up and saying, hey, Bears, we're here to play.
Absolutely, and the defensive line does a good job filling up and making a wall there for the Eagles, and then nothing doing for the quarterback. Quarterback's under center here on this snap. He takes a snap, little play action, and it's a screenplay. A lot of blocking downfield, and leaps over a defender. You never want to leave your feet, and you're going to get tackled there, and that's exactly what happens. Good hard hit, but not before he's able to get about 1 yard, 2 yards short of the first down marker.
That defense playing it smart there. They're just staying square. They're staying home, and here on this replay we can see the quarterback drops back a little bit, Nice quick pass, but really more running east-west than up and down the field. He leaves his feet and is punished by number 23. Jaden Arrington again on that tackle.
It's quarterback again under center here. Heavy set right, motion to the left. Play action. Oh, it slips out of his hands there, Javi. And he's very fortunate to fall on it. Very fortunate, easy. It slips out of his hands. Again, the pigskin there. Very fortunate for the Bears, as this is going to push them out of field goal range. It will be 4th down, and a very long ball is now sitting at the 28-yard line.
You know, after that snap, it just looked like he never really had control of that ball. As soon as it was given to him, he started rolling out, but never really had control of it and fumbled it there.
They're going to attempt a 45-yard field goal here. No wind. They will be kicking south to north. Here's a snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's got the distance. No good. No good. So the Bears survive a scare there as the Eagles had a huge play, and they're able to get into red zone territory. Easy. Thank you very much for filling in. You know, you do an awesome job. I listen to those Southwest games, and you and Javi, you know, you guys don't skip a beat. So again, filling in for Javi Martinez as he's walking his daughter in the homecoming court. And thank you very much, Easy.
Thank you, Robert. It was a pleasure.
So at this moment, we're going to welcome the Magic Man, Javi Martinez. Welcome back, Javi. How was the stair climb up here?
Nah, I didn't. I took the elevator. Modern man. I'm a modern man of technology. I took the elevator.
You know, we were up here as you were walking down there. We saw you on the screen. And I'm going to say that the camera adds about 10 pounds. You don't look as you know, you're as handsome as you appear, but that camera did add about a couple more pounds there, Javi.
I guess it is true. I've never realized that until I got on the field and I saw myself on that huge screen. Not a big screen, but the huge screen.
Well, I'm glad I'm not down there at least. You know, I probably fill up the whole screen.
Good family love down there, though. Great experience for my daughter, myself, my wife, and just a great atmosphere here on homecoming night for the Bears. And, you know, it's a great job. Vizzy, thank you for filling in for me for these first 5 minutes of the third quarter. And what a drive by the Eagles. And good job by the Bears denying them. The Eagles field goal kicker, of course, missing that field goal. That would have given the Eagles a 3-point advantage. So with 6:45 remaining in the third quarter, we're still deadlocked at 3.
It will be 3rd and 4 here.
That's 7
for the Bears. Yeah, no. It's 7-7 ball game. You're right. 3rd and 4, 6:34 here and counting. You have 4 receivers here to the home side for the Bears.
It'll be 3rd and 4. Keeper by Guajardo met at the 36-yard line. He had to get to the 38. I do not believe he made it. It's going to bring up a 4th and very short. And again, what will Coach Lupe Rodriguez do here on 4th and 2?
And he's very upset with that offensive line. They were not able to get the push that they wanted on that 3-man front. Here we see the defensive line does a good job. Linebackers do a great job filling the gaps. And now here we go. We got 5 receivers lined up to the left-hand side here for the Bears offense.
They're going to spread out the defense. They're going to keep it up the middle, utilize the numbers, and they do a great job right there. Great play call, spread out the defense, take advantage of 5-on-5, 5-on-4 actually, 5 offensive linemen, 4 defensive front, and the Bears win that battle. They are going to pick up a 1st down.
And something the Eagles have been doing all night long, substituting those linemen, fresh legs on, and those linemen have been giving the fits for the Bears as they're putting constant pressure on Guajardo all evening.
Guajardo gives a ball to his running back. Vasquez eludes several tacklers. Great job of dancing in the backfield right there. Finally sees a crease, explodes through it. Big time run by J.R. Vasquez.
And that was all J.R. Vasquez, skipping and moving and shifting and floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, as you might say. You thought he was going to be tackled in the backfield, shifts up to his left, comes back to the right. Let me say, no, I'm going to stop, jump cut, push it upfield, and get good yards there on that 1st down.
A la Barry Sanders right there. Great job by Vasquez. 2nd and 1. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to bust through as well. Guajardo for big-time yards. He's going to get past the 40. They're going to come down just outside the 35-yard line. In fact, they will give them the 35. Big-time run for the Bears. and they're on the move right now.
Yeah, don't look now. They are moving the ball. Here we see the replay. Just a quick quarterback draw up the middle, tucks it up. Good protection on the ball there. Just goes down. Again, those Eagles taking any opportunity to lay those hits on Guajardo, making them pay for getting those positive yards.
So Guajardo with a lone setback, 3 receivers to the left. They're going to run a delayed draw up the middle. Great job by Vasquez exploding through the tackler. And that's another good 10-yard run. Right now, the Bears offense is running as efficient as it has all year long.
And that's just what's going to happen when you have over-penetration by the linebackers. Linebackers got quickly into the backfield, but again, there was nobody to tackle in the backfield.
Right.
Vasquez had already broken the line of scrimmage and busted upfield for that 10-yard gain, Javi.
Yeah, what the Bears are doing right now, Robert, they're simply spreading out that defense, making that defensive front very thin. You got 3 defensive linemen, really 1 linebacker in the middle, and they're exploiting the middle right there. This time a great job by the defensive end. The outside linebacker making a tackle before Guajardo got a full head of steam.
And so, you know, credit the coaches for adjusting the play calling. You know, they saw something that wasn't working, and they adjusted to it. We have an injury timeout right now for an Eagle defender on the field. Hopefully the young man's okay.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Offense is going to do, take what the defense gives them, and that's exactly how the Bears are moving down the field.
And a great job by our home crowd applauding the young man as he walks on his own off the field. That's number 93 for Mission Eagles, Dante Lopez. You know, hope you're all right, young man. And, you know, this has been a heck of a ball game. You said it was going to be a tight ball game. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair. But, Javi, so far you are correct again, 100% correct up here, still undefeated.
Yeah, I got one blemish, as we remember a couple weeks ago. 99-1, 99%. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's not too shabby. I'll take that anywhere. And Guajardo drops back, and I'll take Guajardo anytime, and he flings it over a receiver, a wide open, streaking Justin Morales. That would have been about a 5-yard pickup, maybe 7-yard pickup, and instead of being incomplete, so that brings up a 3rd and 9. So the Bears, they got to get all the way to the Eagles' 15-yard line if they want to move the chains.
Number 6, Jarvis Weldon, looking for the big hit, misses that opportunity for the interception here.
Guajardo spreads out the defense. He's going to let you run behind 4 receivers to the left side. Can he get the edge? He does, but does not pass one defender. He doesn't get past him. He's going to get down at the 20-yard line to bring up a 4th and 5, well within field goal range for the Bears, and that is Ruben Vera. But I don't think the offensive mindset of Lupe Rodriguez is going to settle for a field goal. They're probably going to go for it here on 4th down.
And that's Lupe Rodriguez with the confidence in his defense all night long, as they've been able to hold Mission to only 7 points. So, you know, it's a good gamble here for Rodriguez and the Bears.
Just under 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter, and that forces a
timeout. Mission.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Rollins Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
59-49, and all those that came before you have set the precedent for this team, who currently sits undefeated in district play, with a great opportunity tonight to seal the deal and get the outright district champion title.
Yeah, when you think about it, Robert, homecoming is so special because, you know, look at the venue we're playing in today. You know, look at the production of KTRI. All this is a product of the past generations. And their success is what enables our kids nowadays to play in a fine venue, and that is PSJA Stadium. Big time 4th down coming up. 4 receivers to the right. Well, Guajardo looks that way. He's going to get hit in the backfield. Eludes one defender. He's going to try to outrun somebody. Throws it up for grabs in the end zone, and that is fortunate not to be intercepted. Great job, I believe, by Marco Guajardo, turning from receiver to defender and batting the ball down, because that may have been intercepted. In either case, it actually benefits the Eagles for that ball to be deflected down. First down, Eagles.
First down, Eagles, yeah. And, you know, fortunately for the Eagles, they dropped that ball. I was hoping they'd get the interception there, or, you know, even better yet, Bears score a touchdown. But if they would have gotten that interception, I guarantee you Marco would have had that guy at about the half-yard line.
Right.
And now the Eagles come out to the 20, 1st and 10. What a ball game this evening so far, Javi.
Tremendous ball game, and Duran under center. He's going to give it to his running back, and he's going to pick up a good 4 to 5 yards.
Yeah, and it looked
Moranta with a good run right there.
35 belly there, 3-back gets it, hits the 5-hole up the field, follows his lineman up the block, gets 3 or 4 yards. It's reminiscent of that old wing tee that the Bears used to run.
And it's interesting. You got a ex-professional quarterback, you know, in Detmer, and they're running the heck out of the ball, and they're doing it efficiently. The Bears trying to defend that with a 3-man defensive front, 2 linebackers, 4-man defensive front, and 3 linebackers. Duran's going to try to beat the numbers. Passes it, man, wide open at the 40. He barely gets tackled down. Shoestring tackle at the 41-yard line. And that was Juan Zambrano with the tackle. If not, that would have been a big game for Guajardo.
Nonetheless, Javi, the Eagles are able to move the chains. And again, we talked about the best way to keep the Bears from scoring is to keep that explosive offense off the field. And they've been doing that, getting those first downs. You know, when it's 3rd and long, the defense have been unable to get off the field.
That was Moranta with the reception. Horacio Moranta, kind of put them together right there. And a penalty, the quarterback flings it out of bounds. And I'm sure there's going to be a holding against the offense. And that should push the Eagles back 10 yards.
So here we go. Good job by the defense getting the penetration. Number 52, his eyes on the quarterback with the, it's not a sack. He throws it away, but there is a holding. That was Robert Grimaldo, once again, the junior linebacker, defensive lineman with the sack.
Yeah, great burst to the quarterback. Forced an errant pass, of course. It's all up to Coach Rodriguez whether he wants to take the 10 yards or make it a 2nd and 10.
No, I think the question here, was it intentional grounding at the end there?
Well, he was outside the box, that's for sure. He did not get it to the line of scrimmage, though.
Was his knee down when he threw the ball? That's the other question.
2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Holding, number 55 on the offense. That penalty declined. Intentional grounding, number 3 on the offense. He was outside the tackle, but the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
therefore, it's a loss of down, just by the foul. 2nd down.
That's exactly what I saw, and that's a wise decision by the Bears coaching staff to take that penalty, because take the sack, and it's a loss of down, so it'll be about 2nd and 20 still after that penalty, which really is a quarterback sack.
Yeah, no, it ends up being a quarterback sack again. You know, the quarterback was outside the tackle box, but does not cross the line of scrimmage. So besides losing the yards, it also counts as a loss of down. So 2nd and 18, 1:25 on the game clock here in the 3rd quarter, with the ball sitting on the 33-yard line of the Eagles.
That's a big-time loss right there. Well, they're going to decide where the ball should be spotted.
And so they're trying to take 2 downs away from the Eagles there. Said, hey, we're going to give it loss of down +1.
Yeah, it should be 2nd down. I think they got it correct. It'll be 2nd and 18. Quarterback drops back. Good pocket. Finds a man wide open, and he is bent in half. What a reception. Well, great job of holding on was number 11, Sebastian Gonzalez, at the Bears' 45-yard line, and he moves the chains.
I'm afraid to even look at that replay, Javi. It did look like he broke in half. Number 4 laying the shot on him, Isaac Espino. Here we see the quarterback drop down back. Good time in the pocket. They pick up the block, the blitz there. Number 11 gets up there, and oh!
I saw the grimace from here.
Just
great job right there. Great hit by Espino. Give that boy an A+ on that tackle. And on first down, back to live action, a 1-yard plunge by the Eagle offense.
Good job at the defensive line, flowing with the linemen there, staying with their responsibilities, not opening any gaps for the running back to cut back, run through their linebackers, clean up, and very minimal gain on that first down play there for the Eagles.
A fast-paced third quarter. I think I missed half of it somehow. I was dazed and confused for some reason, and with 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Eagles are going to be facing a 2nd and 9 from the Bears' 44-yard line in a 7-7 tie. Duran sits, fakes, pumps, throws, delivers, caught. Off to the races is the Eagles receiver. He takes a defender for a piggyback ride. Touchdown, Eagles. What a strike from the freshman Duran to number 9, Horacio Moranta.
A 44-yard touchdown pass, pitch and catch. And he takes number 4, Isaac Espino, for a ride there into the end zone. The Mission crowd cheering right now. The PSJA crowd stunned.
They have been silenced on homecoming night. I tell you what, though, you got to give that offensive line a lot of credit. Beautiful pocket for a freshman to sit in there, be patient, wait for his receiver to get open, hits his receiver in stride. Morata does the rest, and the extra point is still pending due to a penalty. Initially, it was good, giving the Eagles a 14-7 lead with 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Again, the officials getting together to give us a call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 11, hurdling. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So the penalty on Jacob Sanchez, hurdling, 15-yard penalty. So after that 44-yard touchdown strike from Mission, we're going to get an update from our field reporter, Pedro. Tell us what's going on down on the field.
Thank you, guys. Well, the defense can only do so much if the offense cannot hold the ball on the field. So right now the score is 14-7, and the Bears have a whole quarter to come back, try to tie it, and get the W, and that share of the district title. Back to you guys.
And thank you, Pedro, for those insights. And, you know, Pedro's right. It's become an intense game. It is 14-7, and the Eagles fighting for their playoff lives. Of course, the Bears are assured of a share of a district title. They're in the playoffs, so maybe they're a bit relaxed right now. But I tell you what, Jose Rodriguez would like nothing better than for the Bears to go undefeated in district, especially have a whole bunch of momentum heading into the playoffs.
And with a full quarter of play still left, plus the 7 seconds here in the third quarter, do not count these Bears out. They can score from anywhere at any time. All they need is about one snap and about 100 yards, and they'll still get that touchdown. So again, Lupe Rodriguez, you know, looking to stay undefeated with his team, PSJA Mighty Bears here. Eagles got a short kick. Squib kick it up to the 23-yard line where the Bears will fall on it and take possession there on this next series.
So the Bears and Trey Guajardo with 123 yards passing. He's has 42 yards rushing to add to his totals. J.R. Vasquez with 43 yards rushing. He's got the big reception for 68 yards. And that's been the Bear offense. On the flip side, Jeremy Duran, the freshman, with 200 yards passing, 86 of those going to Sebastian Gonzalez. So, as you mentioned, now we have 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Guajardo sits. He's going to try to go deep. He's got pressure. He throws it underneath. And that's going to be caught. Run for about 8 yards. That'll draw a conclusion to the third quarter.
Lone Star National Bank is the #1 lender to small businesses in the Valley. For 35 years, we have invested in the health and well-being of our community. Lone Star National Bank. For 35 years, the Valley's bank.
So if it wasn't for that pass, he would have had 0 yards in the third quarter. He does get 8 yards in the third quarter, moving them up to 131 yards. But again, the defense for the Eagles has frustrated the Bears all evening long.
Yeah, it's been one of those to where it's a recipe that I think we saw from PSJA North. They put pressure on the outside of Guajardo. They make him step up in the pocket, and you got to give a lot of credit to that secondary of the Eagles matching the speed of the Bears receivers, and that's key because nobody else has done it other than the Raiders, and we're seeing it being done tonight by the Eagles. Of course, we still got 12 minutes to go, and I got a lot of trust in Guajardo and company to get themselves back on the board again. The give is to Vasquez. Vasquez met hard at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be maybe a yard, maybe half a yard. No, they're going to say maybe just enough for a first down, and there we go. There's official word. First down. Move the chains. Let's go.
An emphatic first down by the referee. He ran up there, and it looked like Des Bryant throwing the first down sign.
I was like, man, somebody get up to the ball and hike it, because that official, he's up, he's pumped. First down and 10 for the Bears. Guajardo fakes it, keeps it, runs it up the middle. Minimal gain, but still solid 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, it's 3 yards in the cloud of dust. We talked about that all night long, that offensive line trying to impose a will once again like they did in that first quarter, right before that 62-yard strike from Guajardo Vasquez. But ever since then, it's been really quiet for this Bear offensive front right now.
And Guajardo with a 3-receiver set to his left. He's looking that way, steps up in the pocket, fires, and that slips through Marco Guajardo's hands. That ball sailed high. Incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long. And this has been the difference as well, Robert. Usually the Bears are in 3rd and short situations where they can exploit the defense through Guajardo's arm or his legs. And this time, Guajardo misfires. If you see here on the replay, it just simply goes through Marco's hands. And this is where the Eagles can pin their ears back and get after Guajardo.
It was just a late throw on that play there, Javi.
3rd down. Trey almost didn't seem ready for that snap, and because of that, everybody's out of sync. Big time quarterback sack. Guajardo gets thrown down at his own 25-yard line. The Bears' frustration continues offensively, and that'll be a punting situation upcoming.
8-yard sack there on Guajardo. And again, you talked about the pressure and the Eagles pinning their ears back, and they didn't have an answer for that, Javi. And with the receivers unable to get open all evening long, Guajardo, all he could do was swallow the ball and take that 8-yard loss. And now here we go, 4th and long for the Bears, punting situation.
And the good solid punt lands at the 35, pushes the return man backwards. He elects not to touch it. That's probably very wise, especially with 7-point cushion. So
it's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
The defense will have to come and have an answer for this offense, and it's a pro-style offense. You get a lot of play action, simple runs, pulling tackles, zone blocking, and it's just kept the defense on the field a little longer than what they want to be.
And that confident throwing from a freshman quarterback, as advertised, this is the future for the Eagles. And I've been lucky 4 years ago. I got to see Trey Guajardo as a freshman. And I tell you what, as a freshman, I knew he was going to be something special. He has not disappointed. On the flip side, from the Eagles, I think this kid Duran is going to have something special up his sleeve.
Yeah, if you have that consistency in the coaching staff for the Eagles, if you live Detmer there for those 4 years that the young man will be there, I guarantee you he has the experience to develop him into something special here for the Valley, something like Coy and Ty were for Mission back in the day.
Yes, and of course the best quarterback coming out of Mission was the Bears head football coach Lupe Rodriguez, and a quick toss, misfiring into heavy coverage right there. 2 linebackers drifted back out into coverage, made it very difficult for Duran to find a passing lane to get it through. Incomplete pass, much better coverage underneath by the linebackers for the Bears.
Yeah, and you're right, but that incomplete is going to stop the clock. It's going to be 9:38 here in the 4th quarter, 7-14 ball game. And so, not that the Bears need a lot of time, but again, the defense is going to have to get this Mission offense off the field.
Well, that's the key. The Bears are down by 7. Another Eagle score means the Bears will be down by 2 possessions. And Duran scrambles, trying to find some running room. Not much of a runner, but this time he elects to keep it. Eludes the defender. Great vision by the freshman. My goodness, he's coming into his own in front of our eyes. Gets down to the Bear 35-yard line. That is a huge pickup by a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, and again, the Bears did a better job with the coverage down the field. He had nobody to throw it. But again, the protection by that offensive line allows him to get out the pocket. And again, he pump fakes, get the defender off him just a bit. Good downfield blocking for the Eagles allows them to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball on the Bears 35-yard line.
The Eagles slowing the pace down a bit. 9 seconds on the play clock. They're going to counter to the left side. Broken tackle, and he's off to the races is Moranto. And he eludes a couple more tacklers. Eludes another one. Sidesteps, and does he step out of bounds? I tell you what, that is some, I'm going to say it, Robert, some poor tackling by the Bears.
Yeah, no, definitely don't want to put any of our boys down, but you're right. You got to call it as you see it. And they have him with maybe about a 2-3 yard gain, and it looks like he's got Crisco on that jersey as they're sliding off like bacon fat, and nothing doing. If it doesn't step out of bounds, he's going to put another 6 points for the Eagles.
Yeah, the difference right now, the Bears are arm tackling, and there's no way you're going to bring down a good solid rusher who's nearing the 1,000-yard mark. And Horacio Moranta, another give to the left side in front of the visitor sideline, and that'll net a couple yards. And the Eagles, with 8.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, they have a 14-7 lead, shocking everybody here at PSJA Stadium on homecoming night. The Eagles fighting for their playoff lives. The Bears trying to remain undefeated in district.
And so right now, with the ground game working for the Eagles, you better be careful with that play action pass. But the quarterback here in shotgun formation, under the center.
Under center. He quick slant, and he overthrows everybody. Number 11, Sebastian Gonzalez, had great inside move. He just simply overthrew him. And fortunately for the Bears, that sails way out of bounds into the end zone. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And another good news for the Bears is that stops the clock at 8 minutes and 11 seconds. Of course, the Bears still have 2 timeouts. The Eagles with all 3.
Yeah, and so miscommunication there. The receiver got good position and was able to beat the defender on the slant, but could not connect. And now the Eagles...
Timeout. Mission.
Si te acabas de graduar de la preparatoria o buscas cambiar de carrera, Texas Southmost College es el lugar donde empezar. Con más de 50 certificados y títulos asociados que escoger, TSC tiene la carrera para ti. En TSC puedes conseguir una educación de calidad que está cerca a casa. Obtén un certificado o título asociado y consigue la educación que necesitas para el mercado laboral de hoy y mañana.
¿Te gustaría que requieren tus servicios?
Texas Southmost College. Visítanos en tsc.edu.
2 touchdowns and get a defensive stop.
And so for the fans at home, we're used to seeing just the opposite. Right now, Jeremy Duran with 210 yards passing for the Mission offense. Horacio, the running back, with 76 yards running. And so on the flip side, the Bears have a total of 212 yards and 132 yards for Guajardo.
Back to live action. Freshman quarterback Duran keeps it, rolls to his right, looking for a receiver in the end zone, finds a man coming back, and he would have been shy of the end zone. He would have caught it at the 2-yard line, and the intended receiver was Sebastian Gonzalez. Once again, incomplete pass. Good pressure, good coverage by the Bears. They're going to force the Eagles into a 26-yard field goal attempt.
Wind will be blowing from the southeast just at about 6 miles per hour.
And this will be Rene Rodriguez with the kicking duties. From the far hash mark, the kick is up. And it is good. So Rene Rodriguez redeems himself. He missed one earlier in the 3rd.
Don't pass up the savings at Mi Casa Furniture. Score big at Mi Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Bears are going to need 2 scores in order to overcome this deficit and secure the district championship outright. If not, they open the door for one of those 36A teams that are battling for these playoff positions right now, Javi.
Right, it's going to get interesting. You know, we can go over a lot of numbers. Bottom line is the Eagles hold on to win. The Eagles will be 4-2. McAllen Memorial will be 4-2. PSJA North will be 4-2. And the Bears will drop to 5-1. So, you know, I said at the beginning of the year, there is nobody who's going to go undefeated. I hope I'm wrong. but usually I'm not.
You're still 99-1. You were wrong that one time. So, again, Mission with that field goal puts up a 10-point lead currently. Again, 8:03, fourth quarter. Bears will be receiving. The Eagles will be kicking from north to south here in a very, very tight ball game.
This is about as important a possession as the Bears can have if they want to remain undefeated in this district. And a great kickoff return is going to begin that. Good run back right there, making something out of nothing. And the Bears will begin this possession at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, no, and the crowd getting a little excited as he was able to break a couple of tackles. And you know, defense, the kick coverage does a good job closing in on number 5 here. As, again, here's a replay. He takes it up the field. Last time he took it, shot out of a cannon. This time he thinks about it a little bit more, runs to the left, cuts it back to the right, and then again greeted at about the 27, 28-yard line. And it would set up shop for the Bears with 7:54 in the fourth quarter.
Guajardo under center. Lone setback. He fakes it. He's going to look deep under heavy pressure. Great pickup right there by Vasquez on the blitzer. And Guajardo again just simply throws it out of bounds. He gets tossed out of bounds. Let's hope he's okay. He fell awkwardly. I tell you what, Trey Guajardo is hard as nails. It's about tough young man right there, and he's going to hustle right back into that huddle.
Yeah, no, he's been the face for PSJA the past 4 years, Javi, and this is exactly who this young man is, a natural-born leader there. He takes a tough hit, says, I'm okay, runs back to the huddle, and trying to get this team out of this 10-point hole.
It'll be 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the far sideline. Guajardo looks that way. He sits, he fires. He's got a man wide open at the 43-yard line. Moving forward to the 46-yard line is Mikey Miguel Flores. Good catch. Good throw. First down, Bears.
And Flores does an excellent job sitting in that bubble that the zone coverage offers him. Good time in the pocket for Guajardo for the receiver to get open. Catches the ball, goes upfield, and is very close to midfield right now, Javi.
The Bears receivers have been quiet all evening. It's about time for them to come out of their shell. Guajardo's going to fire, and that is a incomplete pass under heavy pressure. I tell you what, though, if he waits just 2 more seconds, he would have seen Marco Guajardo streaking to the far sideline. That would have been a big-time play right there.
And the Eagles benefited with the official there in the middle field. He acted as an extra defender and distracted number 5 for the Bears, Ethan Castillo, who was unable to make the reception there. 2nd and 10 now for the Bears.
Guajardo with 3 receivers to his left, 1 on his right. Vasquez, the lone setback, almost a instant replay, and that time he converts it to Justin Morales, who avoids that extra defender, the 12th man. And the Bears cross midfield. They're going to be with a 1st and 10 now at the Eagles' 39-yard line with 7 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Of course, they trail 17-7 right now. Guajardo back up to the line of scrimmage. Hurry up offense, but because of that, is it false start or offsides?
False start by everybody except the center.
False start on the offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty, made first down.
So we've seen that call before on everybody but the center. And so
it happens.
Guajardo talks to the center, says, hey, I was supposed to get it on that first count, and he moved the ball back 5 yards, 1st and 15. And sometimes these penalties, you know, they're drive killers, Javi.
Right.
But this one's only the 5-yard variety, so hopefully they can overcome it.
Actually, I think this is a positive for the Bears. It lets them regroup, settled in, and Guajardo flings it out to Vasquez. He's got to get past 2 defenders, eludes 1, gets bumped out of bounds, so minimal gain, maybe 2 to 3 yard pickup. He does go out of bounds. That will stop the clock at 6.5 minutes, 6:32 to be exact, here at PSJA Stadium. The Eagles, the visitors from Mission, 17. Our hometown Bears, 7.
And so what we were seeing is that the Bears are now taking what the Eagles are giving them, the throws underneath, and those are netting them 7 to 8 yards here, Javi.
And Guajardo sitting pretty in the pocket, flushed out, rolls to his left, looks, fires, throws, caught, no, drop. Mikey Flores had it at the 25, just couldn't corral that. That's an incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 upcoming for Guajardo and the Bears.
And Guajardo does a good job getting out of the pocket, giving his receivers time to get open. Flores unable to bring that ball in as he bobbles it, and I think he was concentrated on staying in bounds there, Javi.
Yes, he was. And Guajardo trying to redeem himself. Let's see who he's going to elect to throw it to. He's going to run for his life right now. Fires, throws across his body. Dangerous pass. Not much there. And, of course, that is being Ethan Castillo with the reception. That's going to be a minimal gain. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and we're at the 6:04 mark of the ball game. So we got less than about 6 minutes remaining. Guajardo looks, rolls out, finds the open man. Hit as he receives it. It's going to be 4th and 6 for the Bears. The game on the line. And
a false
start. It'll be 4th and 11. My goodness.
False start on the offense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty. And 4th down.
You know, we saw the Bears, Robert, a couple of weeks ago. And that's what hampered the Bears. We talked about it. When they get to play a good team, they got to do better on the penalties. And to add insult to injury, the Bears may have been...
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 12, PSJA. He is disqualified from the game.
So Justin Morales, I didn't see it, Robert, but unsportsmanlike conduct, and he's going to have to sit for the rest of the game, and that's a very, very important weapon that Trey Guajardo just lost.
And on top of losing that weapon, Javi, when they had a 4th and manageable.
It was going to be 4th and 6.
That is now 4th and about 26.
Right.
For the Bears here, and now 12 is ejected and disqualified for the game. So both teams without their 12th player there, number 12, and the Eagles were doing a good job jawing, and we talked about keeping cool heads here.
Right.
And unfortunately for the young man there, it got the better of him, and they always see the second man, and I think that's exactly what happened here.
And because of all that, there's a lot of confusion on the Bears. They're missing.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
But that's the key. The defensive line has been putting pressure all night long on Guajardo, getting him out of the pocket, making him uncomfortable, not getting to his favorite receivers, Guajardo and Flores. And that's been the biggest difference of the game all night long, has been the just constant pressure and good coverage by the Mission defense.
And you know, with that being said, the Eagles are, I'm sure they're gonna rush 3 and play an 8-man zone. They're gonna try to force Guajardo to find a receiver in an empty pocket, and let's see what happens here. The Bears with 4 receivers, man in motion. They're gonna fake it to him. Guajardo fires deep. He's got a man open. Marco just misses. An incredible catch down the sidelines off his fingertips. That would have been a sensational catch. Guajardo to Guajardo. It doesn't happen. The Eagles are going to take over on downs.
And that's one I bet Marco wishes he had back from his cousin. There it is. Guajardo, good time in the pocket, tosses it to the outstretched hands of Marco Guajardo over the shoulder and just loses it as it's coming down. An incomplete pass, but the ball already in Bear territory at the 45. The defense is going to have to play lights out here and try to get the turnover with 5:17 remaining and only 1 timeout for the Bears.
Yeah, the Eagles right now, look for them to do a heavy dose of running the ball, and on first down they will give it up the middle. Big gaping hope around the right tackle, and he's off to the races. Here's Moranta at the 10, 5, stiff arm, touchdown. What a run. Exclamation point for the visitors. The Mission Eagles come into town, and they're ruining homecoming.
Ruining homecoming indeed. Indeed, they're giving us a taste of some ugly medicine right now for this home team and this home crowd here at that 45-yard touchdown run. You said it, expect a heavy dose of running. Well, that heavy dose of running came with a lot of yardage there, Javi. 45 yards, 6 points, extends the lead to 16, 7:23 right now in favor of the Eagles.
Moranta with a 45-yard touchdown run. He also has a 44-yard touchdown reception. The extra point is successful, and success is what the Mission Eagles are having this evening with 5:06 remaining in the ball game. I think the home stands are shocked. I'm shocked. It is Mission 24, Bears 7.
And I'm at a loss for words here, Javi. That doesn't happen very often. I expected them to run the ball. I expected them to take time off the clock, but they did not need much time on one play from the 45 after that turnover on downs. The costly 15-yard penalty, the costly false start when they were facing 4th and 6, went back to 4th and 11, and then the house cards kind of just fell apart there, Javi.
Yeah, it as they say, it escalated quickly. You know, was just a simple false start. It all went downhill after that. And the Bears, for the first time in a while, are facing adversity. They trail by 17. You never know. There's still 5 minutes to go. A lot of magic in Trey Guajardo's arm. A quick strike. They're going to have to go for an onside kick, recover, another quick strike, and you never know. They're right back in this ball game. I'm not giving up hope. Let's see if the Bears can stage a tremendous comeback. Right now they trail, though, 24-7 with 5:06 remaining in the ball game.
Eagles again kicking north to south here, Javi. I expect a deep kick this time.
And that's going to be fielded by the Bears at the 15-yard line. Trying to reverse it. Now he takes it upfield. He's got one man to beat. Sidesteps a couple. He's going to get banged hard from the backside. And lucky to hold on to the ball right there is Ethan Castillo. And again, tempers fly and penalties fly.
And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on sportsmanlike conduct on the Eagles. Going to push that ball from 31-yard line to the 46 there, Javi. So, again, the Eagles have been just in the ears of the Bears all night long.
After the play, on sportsmanlike conduct, number 15 of the kicking team. 15-yard. Correction, number 50 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the other run. First down.
And they're going to have to face adversity. They're going to have to face, that rough defense there.
Right. And that's been the difference. Mission High, they're playing sound defense. They've done an outstanding job of corralling Trey Guajardo. How many yards, Mr. Statman, does Trey Guajardo have rushing? 36 yards, very unlike Guajardo evening. And on first down, big time run. They're by the Bears, and they're going to cross midfield. Castillo, fine job right there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 96 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
And that's a no-no. You don't want to have that happen late in the ball game. That's another 15-yard penalty on the Eagles. So the Bears have been gifted 30 yards. They are quickly in scoring position. And you know what? The Bears will be more than happy to take these generous yards that the Eagles are giving away.
And so I guess the Eagles are trying to make things interesting, as you said. Right? The Bears on that fourth down were their own worst enemies. Right now the Eagles seem to be taking some of that medicine back now.
Guajardo, empty pocket, nobody there. Tosses it, caught by Castillo at the 7-8 yard line. That should be enough for a first down. And no quit in the Bears. They're moving down the ball down the field quickly, aided by 2 personal fouls.
4:29 and counting right now, Javi.
Yeah, they got to get in the end zone quickly. They're moving the ball extremely well, but they got to get in there quickly, and that's not going to do it. A run up the middle is not going to fool the Eagle defense, especially when they're just rushing down the middle. And not fooling anybody on that play. It'll bring up a second down and long for the Bears.
The crowd's cheering, go Bears, go. Faith is still alive here. Hope is still alive for this home team.
3 receivers set to Guajardo's left. Looks that way, trying to direct traffic. The penalty flag flies, and the ball flies from Guajardo. Sails out of bounds, and let's await the call. Nobody open.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Number 63. The 15-yard penalty. Right, second down.
And that's a big penalty right there. Trying to sustain a block where the Bears offensive lineman and flag. That's a 15-yard penalty. And that's going to push the Bears backwards with under 4 minutes remaining as they trail by 17, 24-7.
Yes, 24-7, 354. Ball is going to be placed at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 26 here for Trey Guajardo and company.
So 3 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right. Guajardo with a low snap. Good pocket, sits, fires, throws into heavy traffic. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and fortunately, that was an incomplete pass. That could have gone the other way.
You know, something Trey he doesn't usually do. He doesn't keep his eye on the receiver the entire
Right.
time. He does that uncharacteristically. So the safety is just eyeing Trey's eyes there and following where he's following his receiver, Marco. And like you said, fortunately, it's not picked off there, Javi.
3rd down upcoming. Trey Guajardo rolls out to his right. Looks, keeps it. He's going to try to get the first down on his own with his legs and lose a couple of defenders inside the 10-yard line. He has to get to about the 4. He's going to be well short of that. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 7 yards.
4th and 7 here. Again, the deficit is 17 points. So they're going to need a score here, Javi. Or at least they have an opportunity to move the chain still.
Right.
But it will be a 4th and 7.
Yeah, they can pick up a first down before they pick up a touchdown. But more importantly, the clock is at 3:40 already. And Guajardo rolls to his left, trying to find somebody open. Can't do it. It's going to get sacked at the 23-yard line. And that quarterback sack just may do it for the Bears this evening. Big-time quarterback sack. The Eagles celebrate on the far sideline. They should, because they have done an outstanding job of shutting down probably the most potent offense here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Absolutely, Javi. And you said you gave credit to the PSJA North Raiders, who kind of drew up the playbook on how to slow this explosive offense down. The final score of that game was 10-7 in favor of the Bears, though. And again, the Mission Eagles come into the PSJA Stadium here at DHR Health Field and dictate what goes on the field, frustrating Trey Guajardo and the PSJA Mighty Bear football team.
And speaking of frustrating, Moranta again with a big-time run. And the Eagles continue to move the ball on the ground with 3:13 remaining. Moranta with 128 yards rushing.
And there's 22 seconds on that play clock, 3:03 on the game clock. They're going to milk this down as much as they can here, Javi. And as you said, this pretty much seals the deal here on this drive here if they're able to get a first down.
And Moranta really needs about 24 yards to reach the 1,000 mark on the season. Not going to get it there. Good stingy defense at the point of attack. Let's see if the Bears can continue this. They're going to call their final timeout.
Timeout!
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
And that's what the Bears need to do. Of course, the Bears will fall to 1 loss on the year. They still have a 1-game cushion with 1 game remaining. And the Bears next week will travel to La Jolla, Juarez, Lincoln, who I believe is winless in district. So, but you never know. A lot of people assume that the Bears would easily take care of business tonight. They do not, so they're going to have to regroup and get it done next week to win an outright district championship. First down here by the Eagles, and the game is over. They're going to give it to their big man, Moranta, and he bulldozes over somebody. And that's about a 10-yard pickup. And the Eagles from Mission can pretty much start getting to victory formation.
And so you're right. You know, they will be facing Juarez Lincoln, who hasn't won a game in district this season. And then sometimes those are the most dangerous teams there, Javi.
Yeah. And that's the thing, that the Juarez Lincoln team is going to play with no pressure. The Bears are going to be the one with the pressure. I'm sure Juarez Lincoln, on any 4th down situation, they're going to go for it, as did Mission High tonight. And here we go. It'll be first down. At the 2-minute warning. Heavy dosage of running the ball, not much doing. Met at the line of scrimmage, tackled at the line of scrimmage, brings up a 2nd and 10, a minute 45 remaining in the ball game, 33 seconds on the play clock, make that 30 on the play clock. So minute 40 on the game clock. The Eagles will get this down to about a minute 10 before they hike it. And realistically, the Bears may have one extra play if they want to use it.
The 2nd and 10 here, Javi. Again, the Eagles are not going to do anything that it's going to put that ball in risk. You got I formation here. Offset I. Hand off to the run back, cuts it back up to his left. Again, bulldozing his way, and another first down for the Eagles. Now you can seal the deal, get into your victory formation. And the Mission Eagles, who come in here as underdogs, are going to walk away with a 24-7 victory on homecoming night. And the celebration might be a little bitter this evening for those classes that came in for their class reunion, but we want to bid them, a farewell and thank you for being part of this wonderful PSJ family and celebrating the traditions that we owe to all of you. Special thanks to our school board, our superintendent, our DCs, our athletic coordinators, and everybody here. Mark and Daniel, the crew here at K-Tri, thank you guys very much for everything you do, bringing in these games to our wonderful PSJ family.
And as you hear the roar of the crowd from the Mission side of the football field, you got to give credit where credit is due. And Mission High came in with their playoff life at stake. They pick up a huge win here on the road, here at PSJA Stadium at DHR Hillfield. It'll be the Mission Eagles 24, the PSJ High Bears 7. The Bears lose for the first time this year in district, and the Bears still, though, they have a one-game lead, and they are, at the very least, sharing a district title.
So I want to invite the people to our children's show at PSJ Southwest. We'll be having it this weekend, Javi. Again, we talk about the PSJ family being a family. Hats off to everybody who again, we have a wonderful fine arts department, athletic department, and everybody there. So we'll be getting ready to get into the children's show at all our campuses. And I believe currently Southwest will be hosting the one theirs this weekend.
Eludes it, flings it out. He's got a man wide open. A lot of running room. That is Gerald Vasquez, the running back, and he's still off to the races. He's got one man to beat, cuts it inside at the 10, the 5, and he leaps into the end zone. What a tremendous run. Guajardo should have been sacked. Finds an open man. That is the receiver, J.R. Vasquez. Big quarterback, Jeremy Duran. He has 774 yards passing, 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Not much of a runner, only 41 yards rushing. More of a ground attack right here. The give is on an end around, and there is a gaping hole. Nobody at home, and that's a big-time run. He's going to get all the way about to the 20-yard line. Right now they're sitting with a 7-0 lead. They're at their own 38-yard line. And it appears they're going to go for it. They're going to rely on that offense. Quarterback keeper, Trey Guajardo, puts his helmet down, and he's got one man to beat, and he does, and he flies to the 45-yard line. Crossing 5-yard loss on that play. That brings up 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 again, but these and this explosive offense, nothing is impossible. And we'll get a chance to look at it here. Oh, my goodness.
Guajardo got walloped in the backfield. My goodness, let's hope he's okay.
And so again, but this time they're not able to cross midfield, so they're punting again from their own 35-yard line. Eagles should have better field position after this play here, barring any penalty or mistake.
And as the first time, Robert, they put a lot of pressure on the punter. The second time, they actually blocked the punt.
This Eagle defense to only 3 points.
Well, there is a little bit over 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 men in motion. Heavy set offense towards the right side. They're going to reverse it, and a lot of running room. He's got to get to the edge, and he does after a diving attempt. That is a touchdown. Mission Eagles. The Eagles with 119 total yards, the Bears with 112. It's about as even as it can get. As the Eagles kick off, Bears going to get at the 21-yard line. Far hash mark. He breaks through one. Breaks through a couple of more defenders. He's going to fight his way up to the 46-yard line.
Chip on their shoulder here, easy. And I think they're going to come out here trying to pump on all cylinders on this first drive.
Well, they're coming out here. They need to prove a point. They want to prove that the Bears can be dethroned. And with this opening play, we have a long completed pass. 99, they're leading Barrientos on the tackle there.
J.J. Barrientos, you're right, and Jacob Sanchez cleaning up. 3rd and long for the Eagles now. Quarterback takes snap, rolls out to his right-hand side. Can't find an open receiver. He better do something with the ball. Throws it into, oh my goodness.
Wow, that was an awesome.
That can be tackled in the backfield, shifts up to his left, comes back to the right. Let me say, no, I'm going to stop, jump cut, push it upfield, and get good yards there on that first down.
A la Barry Sanders right there. Great job by Vasquez. 2nd and 1. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to bust through as well. Guajardo for big-time yards. He's going to get past the 40. They're going to Detmoran. They're running the heck out of the ball, and they're doing it efficiently. The Bears trying to defend that with a 3-man defensive front, 2 linebackers, 4-man defensive front, and 3 linebackers. Duran's going to try to beat the numbers. Passes it, man, wide open at the 40. He barely gets tackled down. Shoestring tackle at the 40.
And so they're trying to take 2 downs away from the Eagles there. Said, hey, we're going to give it loss of down at +1.
Yeah, it should be 2nd down. I think they got it correct. It'll be 2nd and 18. Quarterback drops back. Good pocket. Finds a man wide open, and he is bent in half. What a reception. Yard line. And a 7-7 tie. Duran sits, fakes, pumps, throws, delivers, caught, off to the races is the Eagles receiver. He takes a defender for a piggyback ride. Touchdown, Eagles. What a strike from the freshman, Duran, to Marco's hands. And this is where the Eagles can pin their ears back and get after Guajardo.
It was just a late throw on that play there, Javi.
3rd down. Trey almost didn't seem ready for that snap, and because of that, everybody's out of sync. Big-time quarterback sack. Guajardo gets thrown down.
The defense is going to have to get this Mission offense off the field.
Well, that's a key. The Bears are down by 7. Another Eagle score means the Bears will be down by 2 possessions. And Duran scrambles, trying to find some running room. Not much of a runner, but this time he elects to keep it. Eludes the defender. Great vision by the freshman. Play clock. They're going to counter to the left side. Broken tackle, and he's off to the races. Is Moranto. And he eludes a couple more tacklers. Eludes another one. Sidesteps, and does he step out of bounds? I tell you what, that is some, I'm going to.
Wind will be blowing from the southeast just at about 6 miles per hour.
And this will be Rene Rodriguez with the kicking duties. From the far hash mark, the kick is up. And it is good.
Hit, says I'm okay, runs back to the huddle and trying to get this team out of this 10-point hole.
It'll be 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the far sideline. Guajardo looks that way. He sits, he fires. He's got a man wide open at the 43-yard line. Moving forward to the 46.
Only 1 timeout for the Bears.
Yeah, the Eagles right now, look for them to do a heavy dose of running the ball. And on first down, they will give it up the middle. Big gaping hole around the right tackle. And he's off to the races. Is Moranta at the 10, 5, Stiff arm, touchdown. What a run. Excellent.
7.
Yeah, they can pick up a first down before they pick up a touchdown. But more importantly, the clock is at 3:40 already. And Guajardo rolls to his left, trying to find somebody open. Can't do it. It's going to get sacked at the 23-yard line. And that quarterback sack just may do it. Easily take care of business tonight. They do not, so they're going to have to regroup and get it done next week to win an outright district championship. First down here by the Eagles, and the game is over. They're going to give it to their big man Moranta, and he bulldozes over somebody. And that's about a 10-yard pickup.